To come and save this country. President Mahama is the one that came to save the country. You see, the moral of this story is not just about the Good Samaritan. It's about the fact that on 31st of January 2026, the NPP are going to hold their own conference and elect a flag bearer. I'll tell you what will happen. It is either one of them who was among the robbers, who was among the gang of thieves, coming back with the loot, knowing he hasn't been caught, and so he can use that to buy votes, or one of them who stood by, like the rabbi, or the priest, or the Levite, and then watched on as they did the robbery. In any way, in account we say, Opania, Ojina Homankwara, Awin Nankanu Yakanankarifwa, Akahubi. So none of them is good enough for this country. Now my question is this. What do you think would have happened to Ghana? What would have happened to this dear nation of ours? $53 million national service stealing? Would we have known? No. 280 million Ghana cedis from Honorable the NPP people, Mustafa Hamid, and the allegations. Would we have known? No. The 49 million from Kwabena Dubuahin. Would we have known? No. 750 billion is how much has been borrowed. And for what? For what? So it was God's timely intervention that the president be brought back. So we should be thankful that he's back. You see, the last time I said we have a good Samaritan. A good Samaritan has come to save this nation. Now people know the story of the good Samaritan, but they haven't gone into it well. Let me explain. A traveler was going all the way from Jerusalem to Jericho. This is Luke chapter 10, verse 25 to 37, thereabout. And he was robbed, and he was beaten, bleeding to death. A religious priest came by, just looked at him and went by. A Levite came, looked at him and passed by. Then he took a Samaritan. Look, let me tell you who a Samaritan is. A Samaritan is a despised person among the Jews. At that time, it was the Israelites as they are now against, for instance, the Palestinians. So you can imagine an Israelite lying down, bleeding, and a rabbi coming past without doing anything about it. And then he took a Palestinian to come by, get off his donkey, and then hand the donkey over, put the dying man on the donkey. That is how they left this country bleeding, almost dying. The dying man had been robbed. These people had looted the country. Somebody had to come and save this country. President Mahama is the one that came to save the country.